Start.
Ever heard of a love story so controversial that the Supreme Court got involved? No, I'm not talking about Bollywood drama. I'm talking about real courtroom stuff. Today we are diving into S. Vardharajan with the state of Madras 1965. A case about love, law, and well, the difference between kidnapping and eloping.
Wait, so like Romeo and Juliet is with FIR.
Exactly. Only this time, instead of a balcony, we have Indian Penal Code, Section 361.
Let's warm up with the law. Section 361 of the Indian Penal Code says that if you take or entice a minor girl, that is, below 18 years of age, out of the keeping of her legal guardian, without the consent of that guardian, you have committed kidnapping.
So basically, if a teenager goes away with her boyfriend, that can scream kidnapper.
Yes, but the trick are in the words takes and entices her. The questions that arises are whether he removed her actively or did she make her own choice. The
Okay, here's what actually happened.
17-year-old girl comes from a fairly strict family, studying in a women's college in Madras, apparently fell in love with a guy named S. Vardharajan. Just like every household story, the father disapproved.
Classic Indian dad move.
One day, the girl leaves her father's house out of her own accord. She goes and meets Vardharajan. He doesn't drag her, doesn't sneak her out. She walks out on her own.
They move to another town. They even register their marriage at sub-registrar's office and live there like a husband and wife for some time.
Sounds like a normal elopement. Where's the crime?
Her father was furious. He filed a complaint alleging that his daughter has been kidnapped. He said that his daughter is under 18 years of age.
She was under 18?
Yes, that's the whole point. That she was under 18 and under the guardianship of her father. So he stated that the guy has no right to take her away.
The trial court sided with dad. Conviction. The High Court of Madras also upheld the conviction. But then the case went up to Supreme Court of India.
The Supreme Court had to decide three legal questions. First, did Vardharajan take or entice the girl away from her father's custody will amount to kidnapping within the ambit of Section 361 of IPC. Second, does the minor's willingness or consent matters when the law says only the guardian's consent matters? And third, if a minor voluntarily accompanies someone without persuasion or inducement, can it still amount to kidnapping?
Oh, so boyfriend or kidnapper?
Now, this is where the Supreme Court gave its reasoning.
Kidnapping under Section 361 requires some positive acts of the accused, like inducement, persuasion, allurement, and compulsion. Merely accompanying someone is not enough. In this case, the girl was nearly 18, educated, and capable of understanding what she was doing. So, she was not misled or coerced. Vardharajan did not go inside her father's house to remove her. He simply received her after she had voluntarily left her father's house.
So he just stood there and she walked along.
Exactly. The court said if the girl would have been tricked, lured, or forced, it would amount to kidnapping. But if she left on her own, knowing the consequences, you can't pin it on the accused.
The court basically drew a line between taking away and allowing to accompany. The Supreme Court overturned the conviction. Vardharajan was acquitted. The law sided with love, at least with free will.
So,
The moral of the story?
if someone is just shy 18 and decides to run away, don't assume it as kidnapping. The court always looked at the participation, intent, and the circumstances.
And the dad?
Probably still mad, but you can't punish the guy for just being there. So, what did we learn today? 1. Love can be complicated, but law is even more complicated. Section 361 criminalizes kidnapping, but it does not criminalize free choice. And finally, if you're into someone who's just gonna turn 18, probably just wait for the birthday cake before the wedding cake.
Best legal love story ever.
Now that's some legal advice worth listening to.